baby. I'm here to film a foundation routine. My last video I did a lot of talking, so I'm just gonna get straight into it. Okay, so I'm just going to start off with priming my face with the Laura Mercier Blemishless Primer. And I really like this primer. I've been using it for like a couple of months now, and I've kind of been obsessed with it. It really just makes my base so smooth, especially with all these breakouts that I've been having lately. Alright, now that that's all over my face, I am going to be taking my Makeup Forever HD foundation. I am in the shade, I don't know what shade this is, but I'm just going to pump some onto my little mixing palette. And using my Real Technique sponge, brand new sponge, I am going to apply this all over my face. And I like this foundation because it's not too heavy, but it still has really good coverage. And then don't forget to blend down your neck. And if I keep looking over this way, it's because there's a mirror over there. Alright, so now that that's all blended out, I am mixing these two NYX HD Studio Finish Concealers. I am using the shade 04, which oxidizes down to my skin tone, and then 02 and to highlight. So I'm using 04 to go over all of the blemishes I have on my face that the foundation didn't quite cover. And I'm also going to be using it to mix with my under eyes because the 02 is too light. For my skin. And going back in with my sponge, I am going to be blending all of this out. Don't worry, right now we look like super highlighted, but that's all fine and dandy. That's the look I like to go for. Next, I'm going to be taking this Becca Shimming Skin Perfector in Opal, like the little travel size ones that you get for the holidays, because, you know, like I said in my last video, I am a broke bitch. And I'm just applying that on the high points of my face, just so when I add highlighter later, it'll just look really glowy. Because you want those, ooh, I just now seen that highlight, damn. You want that highlight to pop. Like, you see that? Shit, man. It's hard. It is hard being this glowy. Okay. Now I'm going to go in and set my face with this Arspun. I use a lot of powders to set my face because I am very oily. If I don't bake in those certain areas, I will be a giant grease ball by the end of the day. So I'm going to bake under my eyes quite heavily, especially around here, because this seems to be the most oily spot for me. And then I'm going to be baking the center of my forehead, and whatever's left over, I'm just putting that on the rest of the parts of my face that may tend to get oily. I just really want to focus it mostly on around my eyes and, you know. I will take this on the rest of my face just to do like a first layer of setting my foundation. So after you've let this powder soak in, while it's soaking in around the places that I really need it, I'm going to be going in with the Fit Me Matte and Poreless in 310 just to bring some color back to my face, because the Arspun powder does give me a white cast on my face, but I just love using that powder. Alright, so while we're still baking, I'm going to go in and start contouring. I used the e.l.f. bronze palette, and then there's all like there's 4 shades in here. I'm going to be going in with this shade right here to create some cheekbones on this potato face. Am I a potato? Or, you know, I just don't, my face doesn't know what cheekbones are. Make sure you're tapping off the excess powder, because if you just go straight in, that's going to be really hard to blend out. And you just want to carve that cheekbone, that non-existent cheekbone. And bring it up to your temples, and then down around to the jawline, because, you know, it's after Thanksgiving and we've got to make it look like we don't have a double chin, because we all know otherwise. And your face is like a math equation. Anything you do to one side, you want to do to the other. Damn. I'm so good. I'm so good. Who's gonna clock me? Who? Make sure you're blending that contour like right where your double chin begins, because if you go too high up, you'll be creating a beard rather than a shadow, and unless you already have a beard, you don't want to create another one, you know? No, if that's not a cheekbone, I don't know what. I don't know what is. Alright, and then I'm going to lazy contour my nose, because I normally don't really go in and contour my nose, but I will always make time to lazy contour. I was just squishing the brush really tight and running it down the sides of my nose. And that's it. Maybe a little underneath, and I'm done there. So now that we've baked for a sufficient amount of time, I'm going to go in with the Fit Set and Smooth powder in 120 Classic Ivory, and I'm going to dust away with my pointy kabuki brush from, I don't know, RC Cosmetics. We're just going to dust away the powder. Now, this stuff is optional. I like to do it because, I don't know, it makes me feel like everything, you know, gets blended together real nice. I take a really big fluffy brush and I take the powder that I use to set and bring the color back to my face. I pick that up with this powder brush and I go sweep it all over the face just to marry all the colors together that we have put all on our face. This is like a good trick for like if you got a concealer that's not quite your skin undertone and it looks way too peachy or too pink on you, and you have a powder that's a little darker or your skin color, and just like slightly go over it. It brings all the colors together and gives that natural look. And then also, if you like didn't really blend that well, this is just an extra measure to take to blend everything together. So next I'm going to highlight. I like to use the Real Techniques setting brush and my sleek highlighters. They're so pretty. I'm going in with this color called Antique Gold, and you know, just we want to glow for the gods. I want the aliens to think I'm trying to contact them. I want to look like a robot dildo. I want to, I don't know, I want the Tin Man to think I am his third cousin twice removed, more glamorous though. Like, when I think of a unicorn's asshole, I think of this highlight. Okay, yes. Now, lastly, what I'm going to do is set my makeup with the Urban Decay De-Slick. Like I said, I am oily, so this has saved my life, and I'm literally going to bathe in it, so there we go. And once it dries down matte, which I love, and then it keeps all the oils from breaking through my makeup throughout the day, and it's just, yeah, it's been my lifesaver ever since I discovered it. Oh my god, I'm a goddess. Let's just leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Give it a thumbs up, comment, and let me know if you have any pointers. And yeah, see you in my next video. Bye.